Lake Kaweah water levels are at a seriously dangerous level right now. As you can see in March, which is right now, compared to other years, the water level is way higher. So let's compare it to last year, right here. 2022, last year it was at 628 feet. Now it is at 715 feet, which is very, very alarming. And so things relating to that, the city of Visalia is preparing for flooding as Lake Kaweah reaches capacity, which is part of the problem. But the reason I'm making this video is because I believe that it's going to get really bad, like worse than it is now, worse than everything. Because okay, so right now the water level's at 715. The limit for Lake Kaweah, the dam itself, is 750. But the fuse gates at Lake Kaweah, these fuse gates right here, the water level has to be at 738 feet. And once these start going, the water just goes. It's not really controlled at that point. It's just supposed to regulate the lake so the dam doesn't break and then there's no more lake. Because, okay, so if you don't know, Lake Kaweah was created in 1961. This is an artificial lake. It's basically a reservoir. So if you look here on Google Maps right here, so let's say this is the spillway right here. This is the spillway. So if you see, if it does get to that point, which I believe it is, because if you check the weather right here, it is going to rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in a row around the city of Visalia, which is basically Lake Kaweah. All California, it's going to rain everywhere. Now, as you can see right here, the amount of water gained in a week in Lake Kaweah from March 9th to today, the 16th, which has been a week, it was at 638 feet. And all in just a week, it rose almost 80 feet. Almost 80 feet in just a week. From two storms. I mean, that's crazy, right? But another storm is coming, right? So, it's really troubling to think about, because if this happens, I mean, this is going to be really, really bad. Okay. So, here's some information on, so the type of dam that is at Lake Kaweah, if it ever gets to that point, let's say the worst case scenario happens, the fuse gates are already flooding, but the lake is still rising. And the dam, it overflows, right? The water goes over the dam. Right here, overtopping or overflow of an embankment dam, an earth-type dam, which is a dam at Lake Kaweah, or spillway capacity, will cause its eventual failure. It'll eat away at the dam if it goes over it. It's just crazy to think about. But in my belief, I believe it's going to get to the point where the spillways are going to be activated, and it's going to flood. It's going to flood all this, the old floodplain right here, where the river used to go into. Now it's smaller because of all this stuff. Yeah, so all this, I believe all this is going to get flooded right here, where this spillway is, right here. All this, it's going to get flooded. It's just going to go down here, and it's going to be it's going to be a bunch of water. I don't think the spillway's ever been used, in a really long time. So, but considering how high the water is at this time of year, most of the snow hasn't even melted yet. It's still there. This isn't even summertime. The water level right now, here, let me pull up all the years. Back to 2018. It doesn't let me show anymore. But all the way, it is higher than the highest it's been in 5 years. In March. This is troubling. So if you live in Visalia, let's see, in any neighboring towns, Lemon Cove, Wood Lake, all this, whatever's in the way, it's just, yeah, it's going to be awful. It's going to be, yeah, I think it's going to flood because the storm, it's definitely going to raise it up to past 738 feet. I believe that. Yeah, right here. 4 days of straight rain, right there. And the two storms that we got was able to raise it 80 feet. So even if it's just one storm, even with the spill gate being released, the Kaweah River it's still flowing here. All this right here. The Kaweah River is flowing more water into Lake Kaweah than is being released. I mean, it's crazy. And I believe that Three Rivers is going to be evacuated. I think there's an evacuation order somewhere. I heard it somewhere, but I think it was in a late news article. All these articles are days old, but it's going to get really bad because of the upcoming storm. So if you live in one of the areas that's prone for flood, and even look, the same problem is happening in a lake down south. It's pretty much the same issue, but it's already happening over there. Like the lake success is already at 100%. It's already overfilling, and the Tule River down here, it is already just people have to evacuate. This area right here is evacuating. It's crazy, right here. They have the same problem that Visalia is gonna have. So yeah, I mean it's insane. Here, hold on. Yeah, I'll just play some of this video if you're still watching.
Kaweah reached capacity this morning.
Action News reporter Brittany Jacob is live in Visalia with what that means for people living there. Brittany.
So that's some of the flooding right there.
Well, that's right by.
The water usually doesn't get that high. I've watched the video. You can watch it on your own. You can see the article right here for flooding. But this is just, I mean, this is just the beginning of it. It's going to get much, much worse because most of the snow hasn't even melted yet. See, evacuation order warning coming right here. See what this one is. This article just got released 15 minutes ago. So this is relating to the Tule River right here. Whoa. Sandbags near a section of the Tule River. It's gotten this bad over there, and it's going to get that bad here. Oh, there it is right there. See? Right there. Down here, hold on, let me pause this. This red area right here is, most of this is Three Rivers. Evacuation orders. The area in purple is shelter in place, and the red is evacuation. They want you to evacuate because it's going to get really bad. And if you look on the map right here, that's pretty much all Three Rivers. They want to evacuate Three Rivers, like most of it. I mean that's just insane. Oh, okay. I will go back. I keep clicking on the wrong tab, but that's just crazy. Yeah, so right here, all this red right there, if you compare it, most of that is just Three Rivers. And yeah, it's gonna be a tough ride. Okay, well, best of luck to those who are in a flood prone area, and pray to God.